Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where learning art is fun. I'm Sarah, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I paint Mr. Incredible and the Incredibles 2 logo on pebbles or stones. So when I'm choosing a pebble or stone, I look for one which is as smooth and flat as possible. If it's too shiny, the paint won't stick, and if it's too porous or has too many holes in it, then you'll get an uneven surface which will make it harder to paint on. I also recommend using a piece of blue tack or plasticine just to stick under your stone to make sure that it doesn't wobble around when you're painting. So I begin by adding a few base coats of paint to the surface of my stone, and one thing I have learned is not to add water to your paint, because adding water thins your paint out and it means that you need more layers to get that vibrancy and to cover up the colour of the stone underneath. It also takes a lot longer to dry, so just use it neat from the tube or the pot and you'll get a much more even result, which will look far more vibrant than if you'd added a lot of water. So the paint I use is acrylic paint, and I don't use any expensive brands or anything, so the cheapest ones are the best for this sort of thing. But if you don't have any acrylic paints, then poster paint will do fine. So once I've added my base layers, I let them dry, and then I'm ready to add an outline sketch just with a pencil. And the good thing about this is that it doesn't matter if you make a mistake, because any paint that you add on over the top will cover up those pencil lines. So the advantages to using acrylic paint over, say, poster paint is that once they're dry, they are waterproof. But if you have only got poster paint, then that's fine. But if you wanted that waterproof layer on it, then you can, once it's dry, add a coat of varnish on the top. Acrylic paints also dry quite quickly, so they have the advantage that if you want to add lots of layers, different colours, then you haven't got to wait too long in between adding those layers. So I started off with a fairly simple pencil sketch, not adding too much detail at that stage, and then just kind of started off by doing an even flesh coat all over for the main areas of his face, leaving out his mouth and his eyes. I then started adding a little bit of a darker flesh tone underneath his chin and around his nose area just to create some shadows. Then it was time to go in with some neat black and a very fine paintbrush for this part, just to add in that mask. So for the most part, for the base coat, I used quite a broad flat paintbrush, and for the smaller finer details I added a fine round paintbrush, but any small paintbrush will do. And if you don't want to paint your details on, you can also add things like Sharpies or fineliners as well. So just adding his red suit in the background here, and this was a really nice vibrant part and kind of went well with the background that I'd done as well. And then I just added on top of that some highlights on his shoulders and used neat white paint to add the details for his eyes and teeth. And because these acrylic paints dry quite quickly, you haven't got to wait too long in between adding layers or worry too much that the colours are going to blend together if you add them next to each other. And once I got the base coat down, it was time to add a few more details and a little bit more shading with some darker flesh tones on the top of his eyes and around his eyebrows. And then, as I said, I just used a fine liner, which was good to add some really fine details in to get his eyes and pupils. So once he was done, then it was time to move on to the logo. And I just used the same technique for this, using a flat paintbrush to apply a couple of coats for the background, and then I used this stencil. Now this just happened to be the right size and shape for the logo, but if your stone is a different shape, or if you haven't got one of these stencils, then you can use something else to draw around that is the right size for your pebble or stone, or you can just draw it freehand. Now I did it on the background of this one, tried to get a bit of variation between the colours because I wanted to have a bit of a glow in the background, but actually the logo that I drew on top did much cover that up, so it's not too important, as I say, to get everything perfect on your first base layer, because that can all change. So again, just using a really fine paintbrush just to get those details in. And then once that was dry, it was time to add the orange for the outside of the logo. And for the most part, you don't need a whole selection of paints because you can mix your own colours up as well, using, as long as you've got the primary colours, you can mix any colour that you need. And this logo was a lot simpler than doing Mr. Incredible, but it's still a lot of fun, and with stone painting and painting on pebbles, you can just use your imagination and try anything out. And perhaps if there's something else that you'd like to see me paint on pebbles or stones, then you can always drop that in the comments box below. Or even let me know what you had a go with and let me know how it turned out. So once these layers were dry, then I just added some highlights to the outside of the logo. And again, it doesn't matter if it's not perfectly neat because this was a bit fiddly, because you can touch it up with either black paint or a fineliner, as I'm doing now, just to neaten off any bits that you weren't quite happy with. And then it was just time to touch up with a bit of white gel paint, and this stone painting was done as well. And at this point, as I say, if anything can change, I decided to brighten up the outside. So it's never too late to make changes, but I did have lots of fun. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe, and join us in the next one. And you can also check out some of the other videos I've done from the links above. Thanks for watching. Bye.